Alright, we are back already with another game. Do I still have... Okay, cool. This one is for the Season 15 Amateur Bracket. What round is it? Top 16. It's going to be allenbjones, aka Otojima, versus midnightfirefly, both players on Dragon. They have different roles though, Seeker of Void and Keeper of Water. So let's see how the decks are different here. Looks like both decks on Crab Splash. The bottom one on Seeker of Void has 3 Reprieve, 3 Spreading the Darkness. Let's see, what is his restricted list card? It is Void Fist. That's on the restricted list, right? I think it is. It's been a while since I paid attention to Dragon, I guess. The other deck on top with the Keeper of Water has 3 Reprieve, 3 Watch Commander. Wow, that's really interesting. I feel like the whole point of Keeper of Water is that you can run Fight On. Not running that seems a little bit questionable. Running the Watch Commanders in its place seems strange. He is also on Void Fist. So yeah, let's see what happens here. We see 2 Fate Swordsmith and a Doomed Shugenja versus just a Togashi Initiate. Swordsmith finds Ornate Fan. $5.30, that's an hour and a half. Alright, hopefully this game doesn't go too long. So we have another game coming up later today. So Doomed Shugenja going to find Restoration of Balance, so I imagine no defense here. Just go ahead and let him break this. Contesting the Watering, that does mean he's going to bow your guy, but there's nothing you can really do about that, as far as I know. So yeah, we just see no defense pass. And I think you just have to break this. It's going to play out some cards, so he doesn't have to discard as many. Let's see. The options here were Upholding Authority, Restoration, Shameful Display, Midnight Revels. So, wow, a lot of attachments going on this Swordsmith. I think maybe attacking with Swordsmith first was the play, because that way if you hit Upholding Authority or Restoration, you're not instantly breaking it. And then he has to like play an attachment on your character. I don't know. We'll see how this goes. Hey Tristram Wolf, how's it going? We're into the second game of the day already, and we have another one coming up later. It's going to be Micah versus Shrodes, so that should be a good one to watch. Crane lost earlier today, just a minute ago, to Phoenix, so Micah is the last Crane in the Season 15 Cup. So he's going to have to fight for his spot there. We still have quite a few crabs, actually. Looks like 3 crabs other than Shrodes. Let's see what happened here. So he played a bunch of attachments. Discards Cloud the Mind and Ancient Master to the Restoration. And bows the Togashi Initiate. So no standing characters here, so he's going to need to play a conflict character if he wants to attack. And then on the other side, we still have this swordsmith who has 4 political. So he can probably break a province. Unless it's Midnight Revels. I think we said he was running that. Yeah. So if it's Midnight Revels, that will bow the swordsmith. He can Finger of Jade it though. The Swolesmith, yeah. Passes the first conflict there. First conflict for him, that is. And Swordsmith is going to attack. He finds Shameful Display. So having the Finger of Jade for the Shameful is pretty good. He's going Earth here. We might still see a conflict character just to try and avoid the break here. He has a ton of Fate. And going down 2 breaks on turn 1 seems not really where you want to be. Is Midnight running Assassinate? Let me check. No, no Assassinates on either side. So won't have to worry about that. He could like let go Finger of Jade, play Ancient Master, and then Shameful. Bottom Dragon has no Fate here, so there's not a whole lot he can do right now. Other than like court games, I guess. Yeah, we do see an Ancient Master. He plays that at home, actually. So he wants to get the attack in. Probably go for the Void Ring. I don't think there's really a reason to Mountain's Anvil Castle there. Maybe he thought this was in the conflict. I don't know. Seems a little bit strange. I mean, I guess you're not obviously going to be using it for the rest of the turn. But yeah, it doesn't really do anything. Unless I'm forgetting something, which is possible, but... Yep, so that is going to be a break. There goes Hitomi. Discards Tattooed Wanderer at random, okay. I mean, I guess he could just stand and tie Favor here. It's either that or go for like a Void Ring. Yeah, okay, so he is just going to stand and tie Favor. That seems fine. You don't really want to let the other player turn on his Censures, and he has 3 Sumiko. Wow. So yeah, definitely seems like the right play to just stay standing there. Discards Master Alchemist, keeps Mitsu. Mia Mystic is not good yet, but potentially good when your opponent starts playing attachments. And what are you going to play here? The Investigator? Alchemist and Investigator both seem pretty solid. He is going to play the Alchemist. You could still play the Investigator. That does leave you a little short on Fate, since you want to use both of their abilities. Could play Investigator. Ooh, plays Investigator with 1. Not a big fan of only putting 1 on it. Like, you could potentially get 2 Fate off of a ring here. Alchemist seems good to dishonor Mitsu, but I think Mitsu will work out. Yeah, I mean, that's the thought with Alchemist, is that you just want to dishonor the Mitsu and keep him dishonored if you can. I guess if you put 2 fate on the Investigator, he would just go fire, and then, like, military fire, and then you probably can't get double fate off a ring. But you could still get 1 fate. Like, Void and Fire are the rings here, I think. Earth is also decent, but it doesn't have fate. Finger of Jade on Mitsu, though. So that will let him counter the Alchemist. So what's this first conflict going to be? It is going to be Void. That seems correct. Let's see what he hits. It's going to be Midnight Rebels. Ooh. So he will now have to use that Finger of Jade, which means Master Alchemist will be able to dishonor. He has the favorable ground as well to get around this covert. So a bit of an unfortunate hit there. The other one was Upholding Authority. So, I mean, I guess Upholding Authority is pretty annoying as well. Maybe it's better to just find the Midnight Rebels here. But we will be able to see the double firing fate here. You use Alchemist as your first action to dishonor Mitsu, and then you go fire as your attack and get the 2 fate. Seems pretty good. Then you can make double sure that the Mitsu is dishonored. I think that's like a mistake, because when you use a character that puts fate on a ring, it says placing the void ring fate on the fire ring. It should just say placing a fate on the fire ring, because void ring is the contested ring, but that doesn't do anything. We see a spreading the darkness. Okay, he's down to 5 honor, which is pretty low. Oh, there was a 1 bid. Wow. And they're equal on hand size still. That's... oh, because he has all these attachments, yeah. There's a fine katana, so breaking still. So you probably have to start dropping attachments on this alchemist now. If you have the fine katanas, okay, we see a bonsai. You could, like, Seal of the Dragon and then start hurricane punching. Only 2 Seal of the Dragon seems a bit low. Like, you have more characters that are not monks than characters that are monks. In fact, other than the Togashi Initiate, I think it's just Mitsu and the conflict characters, obviously. Ooh, we see a Void Fist on the Master Alchemist. Not much you can do about that. Yeah, so you have to let him take this Void Ring at this point. You get to go for the 2 fate firing now. But yeah, I do still think he should have put 2 Fate on the Investigator at least, so that the Voiding would be less interesting. But like, you still want to go Void because the Swordsmith only has 1 Fate. So the choice here is to either poke with the Ancient Master or attack political with the Investigator. I like poking with the Ancient Master a little bit more, I think. You don't really need the firing effect too badly, you mostly just want the Fate. And if he decides to defend, then that's fine. You can still attack political on your second attack. You're not worried about meditations. I think it's just Shameful and Pilgrimage that you're worried about here. Vassal Fields obviously is unfortunate, but if you hit it, then oh well. Yeah, the Stronghold is Sacred Sanctuary. I mean, I'm imagining it is. I don't see why it wouldn't be. So yeah, I think the military poke with the Ancient Master is the right call. I agree. Like, you gotta get the 2 Fate off the firing no matter what. So we'll see what he finds here. Finds meditations. Alright, so that is the best province to hit. Pretty lucky there. And he's just going to let that go through. So you get the free honor. Chooses to put it on the Investigator. Interesting. That gives him more defense in this next attack, but it won't stick on the board unless he has a reprieve, I guess. I really don't like spending a reprieve on this Investigator, though, because you could have very easily just put another Fate on it. But, I mean, at this point, if that's what you have to do, then that's what you have to do. We see Cloud the Mind on Investigator. That's pretty good. That's his last Fate, though. Doesn't matter much for next attack since Covert. Oh, right, he had the Tattooed Wanderer. He's going to let go of that, though. Wonder if he has another let go for the Cloud. Zero Fate and 4 Honor is not where you want to be. I imagine he's going to have to go for the Air Ring here. Ooh, a Reprieve gets discarded with a let go. Okay. That seems like a weird spot to play the Reprieve, and probably an even weirder spot to let go it. Like, it's a 3/5, sure, but it has Cloud. I really don't know why you play the Reprieve there. I guess he wanted to Stronghold for +2 on his first action, but I don't know. Seems a little bit weird. Yeah, so he is going to go for the Air Ring. I think you just have to do that. Did he not use Sanctuary? I think you forgot to use Sanctuary. That is definitely a mistake. He would have been able to attack again with the Ancient Master and get a free conflict. Yeah, so just passes there. He played a Watch Commander on the Investigator. Wow. That seems pretty crazy. Like, was there a reason that he couldn't use the Sanctuary? I don't think there was. Yeah, definitely should have used that. Reprieve early to get second attach for Stronghold, yeah, but I don't know. I don't like playing the Reprieve there, personally. I understand that that's the reason he did it, but... And then, yeah, the big mistake there was just not using Sanctuary. You could have gotten a free Earth or Water. I guess Earth would have been the ring, and then you'd be 5-3 hand size. Plus you would be at 3 honor. It's pretty significant. We see a couple of Yokunis here. That can copy Mitsu, I guess. If that's what you want to do. Investigator with 2. So at least the top dragon is first player here. But what can he really get off of that? He could go water, I guess. Does he have any keepers? No. Are they in the deck? They're not in the deck. Yeah, so I'm really confused on the Keeper of Water role here. Because he's not running Keeper Initiates, he's not running a Water roll card, which would be Fight On. I don't see... Okay, he has 2 Defend Your Honor, so basically what he's getting out of the Keeper roll is the 2 Defend Your Honor and the extra 2 Influence that he's using. He's at 12 out of 13. But yeah, like, I think if that's all you're going to have, I think Seeker of White is better. Like, if you're using Keeper of Water, you want to be using it for the Fight-Ons and potentially the Keeper Initiates. He does have Favor here, so that turns on his Censure. I think he only has 1 in the deck, though. Yeah, he does. 3 cancels total. So Togashi Initiate can go at this Meditations for free. Seems like a good play. Oh. Goes at the favorable ground. Interesting. Prioritizing that over the Meditations. We see a defense with Mitsu here. So he is going to be able to take that Dishonored token off. But Master Alchemist should be able to put another one on if need be. Why is he going air here? I guess he wants to pressure Dishonor. I think water or earth is just better, though. You get a fate if you go for either of those, and the effects are just better, right? Like, Earth Ring is super strong. Watering, you bow the Swordsmith, that's good. Is he going to favorable ground the Mitsu home? I think he might just do that, right? Like, if you move home here... If he breaks Shameful, I don't think you care at all. You're just going to all in the Stronghold and covert Yokuni. He's played a Void Fist. No Hurricane Punch. But he can replay that Void Fist. Yeah, I think just favorable ground home and just in the game here is the call. Don't really see any reason to stay in. You got the Shameful Display, that's really all you wanted out of this. Yep, he is going to move home. You do go down to 2 honor, which means if he plays a Watch Commander, you're not going to be able to play cards unless you let go it, but you should just have the break on board, honestly. Find Katana, okay. Played 1 let go. Oh wow, he doesn't go for the break there. Wants to save a fate. I think that means he has the Watch Commander. But like, all you need is 1 let go, and then you just let go the Watch Commander, and then he can't do anything. I guess he can cancel it though, that's kind of risky. I don't know, we'll see what happens. Tattooed Wanderer on the Investigator, okay. Katana misplay there. You mean... Oh. Yeah, maybe he thought he would be breaking if he played that. Yeah, I think I do agree, though. That seems like a weird place to play that. Because I just brought him from 1 to 2. Doesn't really make sense. We see a let go on that Tattooed Wanderer, so back to only 1 covert. But still a lot of skill. It's going political? He has 6. Okay. I actually like political now that I think about it, because you have 6 skill here. If you cover Yokuni, he can only defend with at most 1. And then you investigate. Plus you have the Swordsmith to defend if you need it. And investigating is really strong if you have the let go, because of the first action Watch Commanders, you just see if he has a cancel and hopefully discard it. Master Alchemist dishonors Mitsu, sure. Go ahead and investigate. Probably just put it on void, yep. Finger of Jade, Finger of Jade, Finger of Jade, and Miyamoto Daisho. That is a dead hand if I've ever seen one. So yeah, he should have been sitting on 3 Finger of Jade since turn 1, yeah. So he should have the game here. Like, he needs literally any card here that gets him skill. Any attachment on the Mitsu would do it. Firefly is basically tapped out, yeah. He has the core games, so yeah, that's going to be it. You can box for +1, but that doesn't even save you. I guess you can Yokuni the Swordsmith. That's like the only potential way. Stronghold. What is that word? Mitsu. Okay. I was like trying to figure out what that word was. Stronghold, Mitsu, into Void Fist. Yeah. Yeah, he has Hurricane Punch. So yeah, at this point, even Yokuni on Swordsmith won't save you. That's just over. Because he has one. Yeah, so that is going to be the game. Yokuni, Alchemist, yeah, he doesn't have any Fate. If he had Fate, like, I still think he wouldn't have been able to do anything there. Potentially, if he could, like, Yokuni pre-conflict, find a Watch Commander, play that with his Fate, like on the Swordsmith, and then find a Watch Commander. But yeah, that is going to do it for this game. So congratulations to Otajima for winning. He will move on to the top 8, where he has another mirror match waiting for him. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah, that's going to do it for this game. We will have another game coming up shortly. Hey, Aztaran, how's it going? We will have another game coming up shortly. It's going to be Micah versus Shrodes for the Season 15 Cup Top 16. So that should be starting in about an hour here. So hopefully I'll see you guys back for that one. But for now, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later.